We have friends coming to visit next week, and I told them that they're potentially butchering chickens with us. They said that's okay. They know how to butcher chickens. So come visit a farm. You will get a working vacation.
Dad didn't even tell you the name?
What do you think, Amos? Oh,
No,
be gentle.
No. Don't do it, Dad. The puppy might bite you back.
What you think,
He's
Rowan?
like the calmest,
You.
happiest, friendliest. Oh, I wanted one that would run around the house with us.
Oh, he'll run around. Don't you worry.
He will.
We want one that's calm.
He is pretty calm. I usually stop around here and restart it.
For him, dogs are, is it a biter or isn't it? They'll come up and they bite him. Dogs hate them.
Yeah.
So when he sees a dog, like we go to a job site.
It's a dewclaw?
Construction. Go to a
Just leave
site,
it.
like, oh, they got dogs. I'm like, oh, sweet. Yeah, dog comes up, sniffs you, give it a pet. Garrett's like standing way back, just looking at it. It's either gonna bite me or it's not. I ain't gonna touch it. And then they.
See, my first plant had like 15 pounds.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be good friends.
Buddy, you know when Thunderstorm rattles? Buddy, one time I saw him
You want corn?
cleaner.
Yeah.
She eats corn even. Holy cow.
Well, it's all covered in buttered and
Cats aren't gonna know what happened. Here, a piece of corn.
He likes it.
Good morning, friends. Appropriate, build a longer table this morning because we have some house guests, and while most of them are still sleeping, I'm mixing up sourdough cinnamon twists. You can find that on venisonfordinner.com. This plum cobbler is a Marissa Froze recipe from her ebook. Here I'm making some tapachi, which is a pineapple alcohol. I showed you that in the last video. It's actually now in a carboy. It looks pretty fun. I got out spare ribs and back ribs for dinner. I'm not super sure the difference, but we will find out at dinner time. Just letting them thaw, and then I'll slow cook them. A chunk of bacon. Well, first we have canned potatoes I did last night from the use first potatoes, meaning ones that are split or forked or whatever. And then this chunk of homegrown bacon. It's gonna be for breakfast. Marius is gonna fry it up with bacon and eggs and toast. And we will enjoy that, but at first I gotta go milk the cow. But it's really hard to leave the house when there's this really cute puppy. For lunch, we had even more people at lunchtime because we had a bit of a work day, and I made a soup of grouse and potatoes and peppers and carrots and whatever needed to be used. And then I had buns and bread, some odds and ends, and then I made them into cheese toast with some red pepper Gouda. And everybody was anxiously awaiting.
Yeah, I know you said
Dad, do you have a headlamp?
it. Huh?
Do you need a headlamp?
Do I need one?
Do you want one?
Go, Jane.
Don't look at me with your headlamp on. Hi, pup.
Same one's coming back.
Oh man, so many deer.
I was filming Amos, not you, but. Hey, Chief. Hey, pup. Oh, do you find something on the floor? I'm working on some canning and on my newsletter. And I have these two locked in the garden with the puppy because there's not really anything left in there for them to destroy. So I'm just watching them while I work. Kitchen garden is wrapping up for the season. We have some calendula left in here, which I gotta pick. Nasturtiums are dying, kales. So what's interesting is the lettuce actually went to seed with the cold, which I didn't expect. Herbs have all been trimmed back. I was letting this dill go to seed. I want dill everywhere. Oh, I just snapped one off by accident. Where'd it go? Right here. Come on, we want dill everywhere. Okay, yeah, green beans have been pulled out. Squashes really need to be dealt with. Strawberry plants, more greens. I covered lettuce there. So, September 22nd, and this is what the kitchen garden looks like. Okay, so down here outside our basement, we had a step here. Now Marius is making a ramp because we have a new to us wood furnace. It's a Blaze King furnace, and I'm excited to see how it does. Our other furnace was not doing amazing, keeping our house warm, and we live where it's kind of cold. You kind of need a good furnace, so we scored that one secondhand, and I hope it works really well. I sold 3 heifers. Well, sold pending pickup. All 3 are getting picked up on Monday. One I'm delivering because a cousin of Marius has bought it, and then we also got a goat from them. Remember when we butchered a goat? They replaced it because she was supposed to be a bred goat and she wouldn't get bred. She wasn't bred and then she wouldn't get bred. So they're like, okay, we're replacing this goat for you. So I'm gonna drop off their heifer and pick up the goat who is pregnant and due soon-ish. So let me show you who I ended up selling. Esther here is one that I sold to Marius's cousin. She is a brown Swiss Guernsey milking shorthorn. I love the combination, but when it came down to it, I could only pick one from each age group. So I picked the one that's Jersey milking shorthorn brown Swiss. So I'm delivering her Monday. And then these 2 matching beauties, we are keeping the one on the right. Yes, and the one on the left is going to Alberta. And now I'm trying to find where the other heifer is. Oh, I found her. She's totally off on her own. In a different place. She was keeping friends with the other heifer, I think, along a fence line. Oh, here we go. Here's my Mabel coming up behind me. Mabel always wants to go where I go. So then we sold... Oh, that's an ant's nest. But it's hard to squeak through the fences. Let's go find a gate. Okay, and then Clover's heifer here. She's recovering really well from the ringworm. It's growing back now. Cows get ringworm once and then it goes away. You gonna get up, Rosie? Hey, you gonna get up? Rosie's heifer is going with the other heifer to Alberta. So Rosie has a really nice little udder growing in. And Rosie was raised by the kids. And she is, yeah. Marius was actually really surprised I was selling Rosie, but I just decided I wanted to keep a crossbred heifer, not a purebred Jersey. So is what it is, but yeah, my kiddos raised her. Oh yeah, does that feel good? Hi, you. Hi. Hi. Okay, so the farmer who grazes our fields with some of his beef cows He was watching one of my YouTube videos, the one I think that was just out a few days ago. And in it I said how we were closing in the milk cows and feeding them some hay because they needed higher quality feed than the cows that were out here. That isn't to say that the cows that were not getting hay. Okay, so like the grass out here was still good. It was not like super crappy forage. I just wanted the milk cows to have like even better stuff. But actually after like 3 days of feeding just the milk cows, Marius decided they were all getting hay. So now they're all getting hay. They are still grazing some, but like this is a pretty bad end of the pasture, but there is still greenery out here for them. I'm like right by the highway right now, so it's really loud. But just to know, I wasn't meaning that the beef cows can have really bad feed. Like don't feed them straw. Just milk cows run like your fancy car, whereas your beef cows are like my Suburban. Feed it decent fuel and it's going to do good. If you try to do your fancy car on not fancy fuel, it's not going to do good. We have some more to butcher here, and there's a bunch of hens too. Rowan, can we go show people the garden? Hi, Sky Blue. Oh, hi. Did you guys bring the puppy with you? No. The boys are demobbing the garden, pulling out potato plants. They were just in piles. Are all the potatoes out of the garden now? Oh, that's the last of them up there?
Yeah, they were all done.
Yeah, I knew they were all dug. This one wants to come along for the ride. Hi, Sky Blue. Yes, I know. The last of the potatoes. These are Caribas, Siglindas. These we call French. These have a scab to them. The scab is not a bad thing. It's fine. It's the acidity in the soil problem. Here's one that doesn't. Look at the size of this French potato. So we have no idea, other than Marius's family's always called them French. I have tried to look online. I've showed them to people. Nobody knows what they are. They are white flesh with a little bit of purple tie-dye, and they're like a really fluffy potato, like similar to a russet. So delicious.
Hey, Mom.
Yes, sir?
I can bike fast without my helmet.
You need to bike with your helmet.
Why?
I know you can go fast. You still need your helmet.
No.
Okay, what's left in the garden here? We have some cabbages, some Brussels sprouts, maybe some broccoli. We got some cabbages that... Oh, I do have some Savoy cabbages. They're like barely have a cabbage to them. But, get! Oh, you're ridiculous, dog.
Whoa, these are big Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, some of them are some big Brussels sprouts on here. Nope, we're not yet. Not yet.
Oh, there's a cabbage that fell.
That fell? Oh, it got hidden in there. Oh, and it split. You want to pick it?
That's pretty rotten.
It's just fine. Ugh, okay, maybe it is. Go give it to the goats. They like cabbage. Or the cows.
Oh!
Yeah, we'll just
Slimy.
grab it somewhere else.
Oh, it's still on the ground.
Yeah, I know. Pull it.
Yeah,
It's actually not too bad.
but it's pretty gone to me.
It's only that little part down there. Feed it to the cows. They'll like it. Anyhow, so we have kind of a fairly mild year still. So these little cabbages might, I don't know. I'm debating pulling them as little cabbages and then just like using all these tender leaves. Making like a kimchi style kraut with Savoy. I'm gonna ask my sister, she would know. A Brussels sprout? No. You can eat some broccoli. There's broccoli over here. See, there's a cute little one. Some cute little Yeah, Bubba's still here. Some broccoli. Hey, Mish, that's not your bike. Okay, friends, I was just coming to check where the kids were at, and time for me to get back to my jobs. This is the pile of wood that got torn apart when that steer broke the wall of the barn.